Do you find yourself waking up between the hours of 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. and you are wondering why? Well, it is not merely a coincidence that you find yourself waking up between the hours of 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. This could be a powerful spiritual signal. God is purposely waking you up because the Almighty has found you worthy and want to give you some specific instructions. God has a purpose for waking you up at this period of time, 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the reason why you find yourself waking up between the hours of 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. And I'm also going to be sharing with you things that you need to do when you find yourself waking up between that period of time. All I ask from you is to take this serious, because the information I'm going to be sharing with you might be a lifesaver. It's going to change your life for good. You're welcome back. I'm going to be sharing with you 3 transformative things that you should do when you find yourself waking up between the hours of 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. But before I go on, permit me to share with you why you find yourself waking up between the hours of 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. It is not a mere coincidence that you find yourself waking up at this period of time, especially if it is not just a 1 or 2 time thing. It is a repetitive thing. It happens all the time. You find yourself waking up almost all the time around this period of time. It is not a coincidence. And a lot of people, most times when they wake up around this period, they start troubling themselves, asking themselves what is happening to them. They think they have issues. They think they have health challenges. Some of them even think they have attack. It is not totally true, because this period of time is a period where the heavenly bodies align and come down. They descend to the heart. It is the time the Spirit of the Almighty comes down, and when they come down like that, they continue to give instructions to everyone. They give you instructions. They even give you peace. They give you purpose. They give you a lot of instructions that will help your life, both physically and spiritually. And if you find yourself waking at this period consistently, then you are not just an ordinary person. You are a chosen one. You are chosen because it is not everyone that the Almighty blesses with this power of waking up around this period of time. This period of time I've told you is the period where the Spirit of the Almighty descends to the earth, and they go to their chosen one. They go to the chosen one to give them instructions, and these instructions will be instructions that will transform their life and transform the life of their community and people around them. So if you find yourself waking up, know that this period, if you find yourself waking up at this period, know that you are a chosen. You are a chosen. And because you are chosen, you are meant to be a watchman. And a watchman does not sleep. So at this period of time, that is why you need to wake up. You are a watchman. And because you are chosen, you have to wake up at this period of time. This period of time is the period when a lot of inventions are discovered. What inventions they are discovered? Because most of the people that you see, that they invent things, that they are geniuses, and they are the people they are choosing, because God gave them instructions to transform them and the society. So most of the world inventions that you see are given around this period of time. Most of these people discover most of these things because instructions were given to them, were deposited in them around this period of time. It is also the period that you call creative rush. It is when you see creators, artists of any sort, that they develop content ideas comes to them. It is they cannot, if you ask them how did you get it, they'll just say, I don't know, it's an inspiration. It's an inspiration because specifically instructions were given to them at this period by this heavenly bodies, the Spirit of God, because the Spirit of God will descend at that period of time. This period is also called the darkest hour of the day. The darkest in the sense that most of the dark forces, you see them, they manifest at this period. This is the time that they inflict harm on humans. On many people, they just sleep, they wake, they realize that things are not working well for them again. Most of these things come to them during this hour. So if you are waking up around this period, then the dark forces cannot have power over you, because the Spirit of God is already with you, because you are choosing, and they won't have power over you at this period of time. 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. is also called the hour of blessings, because this period, the divine heavenly bodies will come down and give you good tidings. They start giving you blessings. They start giving you blessings. And different cultures have series of explanation for this. They have different cultures, Islamic culture, Christian culture, Hinduist and Chinese. They have this period of time, but it's a period of blessing. It is the hour of blessing. 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. is called the hours of blessing, because the Almighty or the heavenly body will come down at this time to give you peace, tidings. They give you blessings. They bless you with different ideas. And you know, a lot of people believe that once they have money, they have everything. But that's not correct. We've come to realize that poverty is not a lack of money. It's lack of ideas. So the ideas that will transform your life, that will transform the life of people around you and your community, are given to you around this period. That is why this period is also called the hours of blessing. It is the hour of divine visitation. 3 a.m. Between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. is the hour of divine visitation. The Almighty visits you at this time. The heavenly bodies come down and visit you at this time. That is why it is called the hours of divine visitation. Hours of divine visitation. You are visited. That is why you are waking up. You won't even know. Something will just wake you up, and you find yourself waking almost every time at this period. Like I said, it's not coincidence. You are not waking up because of coincidence. A lot of people feel once I wake up, I want to go to the toilet. No, it's more than going to the toilet. If you find yourself waking up consistently, almost the same time every day, then like I said, you are very lucky, because you are chosen. God has chosen you. God has chosen you to be to be one of the watchmen, to be one of the watchmen. And the duty of watchmen is not to sleep, because you are watching. You are not to sleep. There are things you have to do. And the 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. is also called the hours of divine instruction, because there are instructions, specific instructions that will be given to you. Specific instruction will be passed down to you around this time, and you have to be discerning enough. To grab this. But if you are not waking up, you are already asleep. This instruction cannot be given to you. So if you find yourself waking at that period, don't do any other thing. Instead of checking your social media feeds and checking your emails and the rest, or watching TV, no. Or thinking that you have a medical challenge, no. You don't have a medical challenge. You don't have a mental issue. What you have is divine instruction wants to be given to you. You have a divine power, because God is going to be giving you. God is going to be visiting you. It's not just a visit; it's a divine visit. And the purpose of giving you a divine visit is to give you an instruction. I'll call it divine instruction. Excuse me. Let me just take water. Now, I want to go to the things you should do when you wake up at this period between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. What are those things you should do? Now, before I tell you what to do, I want to suggest to you that you need to get a journal. Get a journal, or what you call a jotter. A journal, something like this. A journal where you can just jot things down. Just get a journal and your pencil with you, especially if you find yourself working consistently around this period. Make sure you have your jotter and your pencil with you. The reason for this, I'm going to be explaining further on. Now, before I continue, just go to the comment. If you find yourself working between 3 AM and 5 AM, go to the comment and let us know what you do at those periods. What do you do? Let us know in the comments. Or do you find yourself waking up and you are wondering? Just go to the comment, let us know. Or those things that you do when you wake up, let us know. The things that you should not do that you are doing, let us know in the comments so that we can also learn from this. We'll be expecting to see your comment. Thank you. Now, when you have your journal, your jotter and your pen or pencil as the case may be, you have it. Just have it at a corner. Don't forget, I told you that 3 AM and 5 AM is the hour of divine visitation. And during those hours, the Almighty is going to be giving you divine instructions. So the essence of the jotter and the pen is that when you are given the instruction, you want to write it down. You want to write it down. Don't joke with this. Don't joke with this. This is very, very important. A lot of people tend to miss this part. They miss this part. I know some people wake up around that 3 AM. Most of the things, instructions given to them, because they didn't put it down, they forget. They forget. And once you forget, then you've lost a lot of things. What you've lost is more than 1,000 years, if you don't know. Because there are so many instructions, life-changing instructions, life-changing ideas that will come to you at that period of time, and you just need to write them down. You need to write it down. So the first thing that you do when you wake up is to sit down and make sure you do everything not to fall back asleep. Make sure you are awake. Do something that will make you to be awake, fully awake. So in this case, you have to rise from your bed. I suggest you leave your bed. Look for a seat, sit down, or you can stand. But make sure you are not sleeping. You are not going back to bed. You are not going back to bed because it's not the time to sleep. God has woken you up for a purpose. So you have to make sure you are not drifting back to sleep. And two, do make sure that you are not checking your phones or your TV or anything. You are not watching TV, you are not checking your phones. So the first thing you need to do is to make sure you are fully awake. That's the first thing to do. It's very, very important. So you can sit down, but make sure you are sitting straight, or you stand up. Make sure you're standing straight. If you feel you can praise God in any language or in any way that you know, just do it, but make sure you are not going back to sleep. Then, the second thing that you need to be doing when you find yourself waking up between the hours of 3 AM and 5 AM is to meditate. You meditate. And when you talk about meditating, you mean you want to start pondering. You want to start, you sit down, you sit still, you stay still, and try to remember things. Because there are some things that God has deposited in you. The Almighty, the divine, the heavenly bodies have given you some things. They deposited some things in you. So you meditate. And part of your meditation, and meditation simply means pondering. You ponder. That means you wonder. You want to ask questions. But this time you are not talking, but you are staying still. You are not thinking of any outside thing, outward thing. Because that period is the time that you are closest to the Almighty. Because the heavenly bodies come down during that period and they are with you. So you have to sit down, sit still, and make sure you think. And part of your thinking is, what are the dreams you've had? What are the dreams you had before? Or before waking, what dream did you have? Did you dream? Did you have any dream? If not, then what are those things that you were doing? Where have you been? Where were you? Where are you now? Where do you hope to go? So you try to meditate. You stay still and think. and think. It is when you now put yourself in that spirit realm that you align yourself with the spirit of the Almighty. That is when the third thing will come. And the third thing now is to get instructions. To get instructions. After staying still, if you are able to meditate very well, God must have shown you some things. At least you know where you're coming from, you know where you are, and you know where you should be. So the instructions now will be aligned towards what you've meditated on. It will align with what you've meditated on. And maybe I should just say this. A lot of people talk about prayers. Well, prayer can be part of meditation, but not the prayer that you'll be shouting and no, the prayer that is a commune, only commune between you and the Almighty. That's the kind of prayer. It's not the one that you'll be shouting and shouting and shouting. No, you are not shouting. You are not shouting. So you just pray. It's a silent, solemn prayer. The kind of prayer that will make you to ponder upon your life, upon the life of the community, upon the life of people around you. Now, the third one, like I said, is when you want to get divine instruction. Divine instruction, because either you like it or not, instructions will come. It must come. It will come. That means if you've done the other part, the first and the second part, if you've done them very well, then instructions will come. Instructions will come. When you have the instructions, then that's when you now take your jotter, start jotting things down. It will come. Instructions will come. Even if you just write anything, everything that comes to you, write it. It is after this that the things will get clearer to you. And there are two things this one will achieve. Writing the instructions down will achieve two things. The first thing it will achieve is that it will make you to know what you are going to be praying for. It will help you to, it will align you with your prayer points. This is what I want. This is what I need. Because the Almighty must have shown you what and what you need to pray for. Sometimes, most of the time, a lot of people will feel, I need a wife. I need an husband. But the Almighty will say, no, that is not what you need now. What you need is for your business to grow first. If your business grows, then the right woman will come. Some instruction will even tell you that what you need is to develop your spiritual self. If you develop your spiritual self, then every other thing will be given unto you. So you need to get the instruction before you know what to pray for. Now, the second thing that getting the instruction will do for you is that it will point you in the right direction, so that you won't be shooting anyhow. You won't be shooting anyhow. You just, because it's going to give you instructions that this instruction, you don't mess with it. I'm a living testimony. I've done a video previously talking about the power of 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. I'm going to be linking that up for you to see. After this video, watch that video. It's very important. You will understand why you need instructions and why you need your pen and jotter and the power in this period of time. 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. is a powerful prayer. You don't joke with it, because they can change your life. This period has changed the life of so many people. A lot of people have gained immense power during this period. Most of the inventions that you see in the world are gotten in this period of power, of time, 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. Most of the divine revelations that you see, big men of God, pastors and the rest, spiritualists and everything, they got their divine revelation during this period of time. And creative rush is very common around this period of time. If you have any issue that you feel is bothering you, and you have not been blessed with the power of waking between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., then you can start doing it. Just set your alarm. Or you pray before you sleep that the Almighty should wake you around that period of time, 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. So, but most of all, don't forget journaling is very important. That means writing down the instruction given to you. If you're watching to this stage, I want you to go to the comments and go and write 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. Very powerful. The essence of this is for others to learn and know that they should try and be waking around this period of time. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing, like this video, share it to others so that they can also benefit from the period, from the hour of 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. If you have enjoyed this video, then you are definitely going to enjoy this video here. Until I come your way again, remain spiritually intelligent, and don't forget, we can succeed together. Thanks.